Cookup.
Hey, you, right there. Y'all see it. Watch this video to the end, boy.
It's not a podcast.
Because I was young, I had short body, I had trained to gold rims, all that. I had money at an early age. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the older guys.
Don't mind them. Anyway, welcome to This Is Not a Podcast. You already know. Make sure you know, whatever. Listen, first of all, if you those of you that's on the new, don't mind me. I'm just kicking it with the fam bams. They already know what the lick read. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. So anyway, listen, it's been on my mind all week, so that's why I'm kind of doing this, because it's been really bothering me. I mean, you know, I was watching a couple videos and listening to some 80s music, and I'm riding in a car with my daughter, and I couldn't help but to think it kind of brought me back to that kid. First of all, I'm an 80s baby, all the 80s babies. Shout out to y'all. I thought about something that really bothered me. You know, it's been on my mind all week, and I ain't saying I'm stressed out, but it kind of brought back some old childhood memories. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I mean, I think the best thing to do is just to come out and say it. So, you know, I'm gonna be transparent about this. You know, my man's in them back here. So I remember as a kid, right? It's been a lot of hairstyles, and I always wanted my hair a certain type of way, man. For some reason, my mama just wouldn't let me do it. You know what I'm saying? I begged her. I pleaded with her for long as I can remember, and still, I mean, moms just would not let me do it. So today I'm gonna talk about it. 80s babies. A lot of you shorties don't understand. I even seen another thing that triggered me off was I was on TikTok, and I was on YouTube, and I was on all these other social media platforms, and there it was again. And it brought me back to that little kid. I ain't making it no better. I was one of those kids that always wanted a Jheri curl. Right? Yeah, I said it. That's right. I always wanted a Jheri curl, so that made me do some research. So I did some digging. So I used to always beg my mom. I mean, I seen some of the coldest Jheri curls known to man, but then it all changed in 1990 is the day I didn't want a Jheri curl no more. So today I think we're going to have story time. Go ahead, laugh. It's all right. Cool. All right, so look, check it. Story time. When I was a kid, I always wanted a Jheri curl. Mama wouldn't let me get a Jheri curl, you know what I mean? So I decided that, I mean, come on, it was a lot of iconic Jheri curls out there back then. I mean, everybody had a Jheri curl. I mean, growing up in Chicago, you seen random variations of the Jheri curl. All the way up into the 90s and so forth and so forth. By the 90s, you know, it was all pretty much obsolete. You probably got clown. But in the 80s, Jheri curl was the thing. And I seen where they had the top 5 Jheri curls of all time. And I disagreed with quite a few of them. I mean, you had some good iconic Jheri curls out there. Come on now. Let's see. You had Lionel Richie. Now, some of y'all might say Lionel Richie had a cold Jheri curl. Me, I beg to differ. A little bit too puffy, you know what I'm saying? He looked more like he had a Jheri curl like Ola Ray. You know, the girl that played the Thriller. He had, like, they all had that puffy Jheri curl like my... I had an auntie had a Jheri curl. But we get back to that. So anyway, when I think of a good Jheri curl, like the first Jheri curl I seen that was all the way together that made you want a Jheri curl, obviously the king, Michael Jackson. When you seen Michael Jackson's Jheri curl, now he had a messed up Jheri curl, don't get me wrong. Like off the wall Jheri curl, Victory with the Jackson, that Jheri curl, he was pop. By the time he started getting that Thriller money though, Jheri curl was intact. He had the Superman swoop with the Superman S right there in the middle. And the Jheri curl was right, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he used like the curl activator, you know what I'm saying? I think he used like some type of styling gel or something, because his curl was always intact.
Damn
right. It didn't really go out of place that fast. My next Jheri curl, Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow had a cold Jheri curl. The Jheri curl in Crust Groove, second to none. I mean, what was another Jheri curl? Shoot, all the members of Full Force had a nice... All the members of Full Force had a nice Jheri curl. Then you had Ready for the World. Some of them brothers in there had a nice Jheri curl. So I wanted Jheri curl. Then down the line, you know, hip hop came along. Ice Cube, his Jheri curl was okay. But Easy, that was the Jheri curl. When I saw Easy, I said, "Yep, I want a Jheri curl." Mama said, "Shit." I said, when I saw Easy, I want a Jheri curl. Mama said, you ain't getting no damn Jheri curl. So that was that. So then the day, now let's get to the bad part. The day I didn't want a Jheri curl no more. Okay, it was 1990. Now I had an auntie, and I'm not saying no names. That was the first time I seen what it took to keep up a Jheri curl, like the upkeep of a Jheri. It was a lot of work. I mean, you had to sleep with shower caps. The whole house smelled like Carefree Curl, S Curl products, and all these different things. Then one day, I mean, she had like these chairs, right? You know, like the old school chairs, but they had like a wooden chair, and they had these little vinyls on it. They had the little cushion on there. And when she sat back, and got up, it left the you know, like it coming to America. That's a real thing. Like you messing up some people's couches, pillowcases, all that type of stuff. That's a real thing. That was the first time I seen that. So it kind of made me laugh a bit. So then it'll take it a step notch, riding the car with it. And again, took a lot of work to keep Jheri curl intact. You know what I'm saying? So in the car, she, you know, it always left a stain. Like you couldn't get it out in the back of the car. So in her car seat, you know, back in them days, they, you know, it had the, I guess the material was vinyl. Sometimes, you know, riding in the whip, you know what I'm saying? She got her head back, so that the back of her head, you can see the molding of the molding in the seat. Like, no matter how much you scrub, that mold, that outline ain't going nowhere. Needless to say, I want to thank my mother personally for not letting me get a Jheri curl. Because, you know, you had all these different products, you know, so you had to get a perm, you had to get the activator, however you did your Jheri curl, but I think, you know, if you had the puff, you know, some of them curls, the puff or the little shag, too long, you know. I like the curls that was all the way intact. They wasn't too long, not too short, came about like shoulder length, but intact though, not the little, you know what I mean? Not the flying, you know, stuff flying all the place. So I wanted to tell you a funny story. I always wanted a Jheri curl. So anyway, I did some research, right? Some of y'all knew about this, but hey, I was like a couple days years old when I found this out. So check this out. The inventor of the Jheri curl was actually a white dude. He also invented the perm, well, what we call the first guy to introduce the perm, shampoo, and conditioner. So I actually took some notes down, right? I'm going to tell y'all that I'm not joking. So look, check this out. Not only the inventor of the Jheri curl was a white dude. Let me tell you this dude's name, right? It was a brother by the name of Robert William Redding, but his stage name is Jerry Redding, known as the godfather of hair. First man to invent pH balanced shampoo. You know what? And another thing I found out, the man hails from Rantoul, Illinois, by way of Chicago. I didn't even know the brother was from the crib, you know what I'm saying? When I found that out, blew my mind, dog. So I just thought I would have a little story time with y'all just to kind of shake it up a bit. I appreciate y'all for hanging in with your boy because, you know, it's kind of been of a journey, y'all. You know, as you can see, I'm still in movie mode. I got something lined up for y'all real soon. Actually, I'm building up content. We're still, well, weird. Why am I keep saying weird? Me, right? Me. I'm still carving up season 4 of In the Stew. That will be out really soon. I can't wait for you to see the first few episodes. Trust me. Hopefully, I ain't gonna sell you in this cap with you and something like, oh yeah, it's worth the wait, whatever. That's that, man. I mean, I've been movie mode. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So like I said, a lot of this content that I'm doing is not only long form content, but it ain't just like something I'm doing right now where I could just keep cranking them out. And I'm like, you know what? Now I found out y'all not really watching like that yet. It don't even matter. This is just what I do, man. I ain't gonna even sit there and just try to shortchange y'all. I never shortchanged y'all. I never took a shortcut, so why should I start now? You know what I mean? So if you don't see it, you'll see it later. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all late bloomers out there, again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. But let me continue the show. So anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. What can I say? Keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means, get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy.
Love it, I don't know what you're waiting on. Sitting by the phone or looking at your smart TV. Your laptop or computer or whatever you use. Just go over to YouTube, please.